Hello, it's Dusty Thunder with a story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for refusing to give my cousin the money I've been saving for my lifelong dream? I, 20 female, have been saving for a study abroad program since I was 18. It's not just a trip, it's been my dream for years to travel, learn, and grow outside of my hometown. I've worked endless shifts, skipped vacations, and sacrificed so much to finally have enough money to make it happen. I've been counting down the days. Enter my cousin, 23 female. She's recently pregnant and struggling financially. Last week, she came to me asking for money to help with baby expenses. Not a small amount either, basically everything I've saved. She called it a family emergency and said it's my duty to help because according to her, my dream trip is just a luxury compared to her needs. I'm going to red flag at this very moment for a couple of reasons. Number one, somebody tipped her off that you had X amount saved up. Somebody tipped her off. Maybe you said something at a family gathering, but she knew that you had the funds. Using the family emergency is bullshit. Saying that you have a duty to help her is bullshit as well. Bleh. When I said no, she flipped out. She accused me of being selfish, heartless, and not caring about her or her baby. She told me I can just save up again, like 2 years of hard work can magically be redone overnight. Then her mom, my aunt, chimed in saying I'm a terrible family member and that I'll regret this when I'm older. My cousin even told the rest of the family, and now everybody is texting me saying that I'm prioritizing a vacation over her child's future. I've worked so hard for this and I don't feel like it's fair to give it all up just because she didn't plan her life better. But the guilt trips are getting to me, and now I'm questioning myself. Am I being selfish for wanting to protect something I've worked years to achieve? Am I the astronaut? What is this statement? It's been recurring here lately. It is, your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency for me.
You looked to me for a saying.
Yeah, I was like, I should have known better, Malafor.
Should have been like, your problem's mine, not mine.
Your emergency is planning to lack me. No, you know what's really funny here is that we talk a lot about when family members chime in with their own opinions, why they have those opinions. How many of those family members who have opinions helped? How many of them gave some fundage to her? How come everybody in your family knows that you have money saved up and they all probably sent her your way to ask for it? This child is her responsibility, not yours. Them saying that you're prioritizing a vacation over her child, yeah, I'd respond and be like, yeah, her child, not mine, hers. It is not my responsibility. Also, what specifically do you need this huge chunk of money for? There are lots of programs out there to support new moms. Like, has she explored any other kind of support? Has she talked to any other family members? Did every single family member say no? And if so, they don't get to have a opinion about you and not sharing your money for an educational trip. No, hell no. You worked your ass off for this. She doesn't get to claim it. She has no claim to it. Tell her if she thinks it's that wrong, she can take you to small claims court. See what happens. Give it a shot. Tater Thunder, what do you think here? Tater Thoughts, heat lamp is on. Not that we need to today.
My thoughts on this were, it feels like, was it her cousin, right? That's who asked her for them. Yeah, her cousin asked her for the rest for her money. To me, it feels like her cousin wants what OP has. She wants the trip. She doesn't want the baby. She understands, like, parenting is hard work. And going on a trip seems to her like the break that she wants, needs, whatever it is. But so
she wants to take it away from her?
She wants to take it away from her because if the cousin can't have it, then no one can have it. That's the way that I heard this story. Like, and fuck no, you keep your money and you go on your vacation and you enjoy, or your educational trip. Like, go on it, enjoy the hell out of it, because you're never gonna get that opportunity again. As your cousin is showing you, like, once you have a kid, it's much harder to vacation and do all of those things.
Yeah.
And sure, they can come along and do it all, but you're limited on what you can and can't do. So go learn, go explore the world, and enjoy it how you want to with the money that you've personally saved up to go on this trip. It just seems like it's dropped, like jealousy coming out of everything that this cousin said to her, in my opinion. And thank you guys. You're very sweet. Thank you.
I agree with you. It is motivated by jealousy here. But even cousin's mom So OP's aunt
I know.
is like, you're a terrible person and you will regret this someday. Okay, hold on.
What is she gonna regret?
Hold on, Auntie. You mean to tell me that your daughter and grandchild are in need and you're not helping,
Right.
but you think I'm an asshole for not helping? Okay.
And it's just the reason I think she wants the money so that OP can't go on the trip. Like she's asking for that specific amount of money, and so she wants that exact amount. So, one, OP, do not talk about money or how much you have saved in front of
Yeah,
family
who spilled the beans?
if you don't know how they're going to react. I feel like if we talked about money in front of either one of our families, nothing would change.
No,
it would stay the same.
It wouldn't change.
We wouldn't do that, but we respect and trust them enough that know that they would never do anything to harm us. They would never come at us this way. But clearly this family has no issue with trying to take something that doesn't belong to them. And like he said, there's so many opportunities if they're, I don't know about other countries, but in America, there's so many opportunities for women who need this sort of help. But when you come to somebody and say, give me X amount of money because I need it, one, that's not the way to ask somebody for money.
The fact that this whole family is leaning on a 20-year-old girl to rescue someone in a family emergency
from
is
her educational trip.
the biggest amount of bullshit I've ever seen. So OP, yep, I think we got this one right.
Enjoy your trip. That's amazing. If I could go back and do something differently, it would be educational trips because I think they're money-wise more affordable with the bigger group. Our nephew is actually in Italy right now. He just left a couple days ago for an entire semester abroad.
Keaton, are you watching in Italy, buddy?
So it's very cool. I mean, I think if you have the means to be able to do something like that, why not explore the world?
Did you ever take an educational trip?
I did not.
I didn't either. I regret it.
I moved around a lot. I went to 4 different schools in 1 year being in the Army, but not personally.
That's not the same.
Yeah. But
that is
no,
not
I
the
did
same.
not. But we
did some educational family vacations.
Yeah, and we did. Ava worked really hard and wanted to go to Washington D.C. And she helped raise money to get herself to go there, which was really cool. She got to go visit that again. So yeah, if you can do it, I think take as many trips as you can.
Yeah. And I think, if anything, you're learning a lot about your family right now. All of those people who are chiming in right now saying that you're a terrible person and you're prioritizing a vacation over your cousin's baby.
Right.
Those people don't get to have a relationship with you. I would block them.
Elise.
I would block them.
That's really cool. I did not know that. Elise said you can still do educational trips as an adult. Didn't know that was a thing.
I don't know why, but I immediately go like a role-playing direction with that instead of like a real educational thing.
Right. Where's the baby's daddy? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a good question. But I mean, we can assume based on the story that he's not in the picture here, right? But that doesn't make it OP's responsibility.
No.
And even her cousin is 23, 3 years ahead of her. She's going to a 20-year-old girl and is like, I need thousands of dollars right now.
That's so sad. That's just, I don't know. That's how old I was, when I had Ava. And I can't. It is hard. Like, it's hard at that age because you're very selfish. I can't imagine going up to somebody and being like, give me $7,000. And then calling them, what did they call her? Saying that she's a terrible human being, terrible family member if you don't give me $7,000. That's not how life works, honey.
It's like, who else on this list of people who are bitching gave money? I really want to know that.
Right.
And OP, I think if there's one thing that you can dig a little bit to find out, it would be who spilled the beans. Like who told these people that you had the money in the first place? Because if it was your mom or, hopefully you didn't broadcast this to everybody. If you did, lesson learned. But whoever spilled the beans, lesson learned on that one too.
You know who I imagine this cousin going up to OP and saying, there's that like moment in Friends where Ross is like, he brings the couch back on the Pivot episodes and it's split in half. And he's like, I'd like to return this couch. And she's like, I'll give you store credit in the amount of $4. That's how I imagine this transaction going between the cousin and OP.
He's like, deal. Didn't he take that deal too?
Yes.
Yeah. Deal.
Offer
Pivot!